Hello, this is Ankit Alex Hansda. You are 15 CS 258, and I'm making this video to explain about the program I made for 6 experiment of C++ lab. The aim of this experiment is to make a program with a class name phone call, which will get the uh, uh, which will get the data, that is the number of the phone call and the duration of the phone call, and I have to overload and we have to overload the is equal to operator to check whether two phone calls when compared are equal or not. And using this operator we have to implement a, a program in which we will maintain a list of phone calls, and if and in this list we if it to if we if it already has another it already has a number, it won't allow the number to enter in the list. So moving into the program, first I'll include the required header files, that's IOStream, and then I'll start the class, that is phone call. We'll define the data members, that is int no, mn, and sec. No is for like storing the for number to be dialed. Mn and seconds are the minutes and seconds of the duration of the call, and these are by default in private members. Moving on to the public members, first is the default constructor. This is to initialize these values to the 0. Next is void get data. This is to get the input from the user, that is phone number and the duration of the call. Next is void display. uh, this function is to display the number which we have entered and the duration of the call. Next is we will overload the operator is equals to. For overloading the is equals to an operator, we will use the operator keyword, and since is equals to, we are overloading is equals to, its output is boolean, so we have given the return type is boolean. And what it does is check the objects phone number data member, that is this no, and if both are equal it will return 1, but else it will return 0. So these are the functions of the class. Now moving on to the main function. In the main function, first I have initialize p1 array under the class phone call. It is to like maintain the phone numbers that is dialed in the phone, and a temporary variable which we will use later. And I have initialized flag in k. Like flag is to like flag whether the number we have entered is already present in the list or not, and k is to keep the count while checking for the array. So checking the for the number in the array. So first I will start an array, or for 10 times, that is like every time 10 times 10 numbers I have to input. So to for 10 inputs uh, I'm repeating the array 10 times. First I initialize k is equals to and flag is equal to 0, so that every repetition these are initialized 0. Next I will get data, that is get the input for in temporary, and then I will get into the checking part, for which I have used while, in which we will use k and uh, k as the exiting condition. I will check whether if temp uh, is equal to any one of the elements in the array, but if it is, using this overloaded operator, if it is, then flag will be 1, and it will automatically and break, so it will automatically exit from the loop, And next I will, if it is uh, if flag is equals to 0, then the temp which we have inputted, that is it is not in the list, it will be appended in the list. Otherwise it will be false, then this loop will again repeat. Next is for displaying the list we have just made. So this is how this program works. So let's try out this program. So let the numbers be random numbers, 1 2 3 2 minutes 5 seconds. So we have already 6 numbers. So let's try entering one of the numbers which have already entered. So let's try 32. 31 I entered, and so as you can see, it's saying that number is already present, so it is not entered, re-entered into the list. Now let's continue. So as you can see, we did it, and it's running. It's getting 10 inputs and then displaying all those numbers. As you can see, none of the numbers are repeating. We tried entering 3 2 1 twice, but it wasn't entered, and we have 10 values. So as you can see, we have successfully implemented a program. Thank you.